Coming up in tonight's bulletin, Parliament has passed the 2026 Appropriation Bill 2025 without amendments. Prime Minister Honorable Jeremiah Manele assures that his government is committed to addressing the high cost of electricity in the country. And the Solomon Islands Women in Maritime Association concludes a two-day workshop promoting safer workplaces for women in the maritime industry. Hello, you're watching SIBC's TV News Bulletin. I'm Eliza Kukutu. The 2026 Appropriation Bill 2025 was officially passed in Parliament. The bill completed its Committee of Supply stage without amendments and was passed in its third reading yesterday. With its passage, Parliament has now authorized government expenditure totaling $5,605,482,104 for the 2026 financial year.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I move that the 2026 Appropriation Bill 2025 be now read a third time and do pass.
Honourable members, I will put a question. The question is that the 2026 Appropriation Bill 2025 be now read a third time and do pass. All those in favour say aye. Aye. Against say no. I think the ayes have it. The ayes have it. The motion is passed.
When moving the motion of Synod this morning, Prime Minister Honorable Jeremiah Manele congratulated the Ministry of Finance and Treasury, its minister, and everyone who contributed to the successful passage of the bill.
Sir, we have just passed the budget for 2026, and I wish to congratulate everyone in this House, especially the Minister of Finance and Treasury, as well as ministers. But as I've said, all of us in this House, the Chair of the Public Accounts Committee and his members, the Leader of the Opposition, Leader of the Independent Group, and all those who have given or provided scrutiny during our 2026 budget deliberations.
SIBC TV understands that the bill also sets the annual borrowing limits for the government under the Public Financial Management Act 2013. This includes borrowing through Treasury bills in exceptional circumstances, as well as borrowing from development partners and domestic financial institutions to support priority infrastructures and development programs. Prime Minister Honorable Jeremiah Manele has assured that his government is committed to addressing the high cost of electricity in Honiara and across the country. Prime Minister Manele made the statement when speaking in Parliament during the motion of Synod today. He said the government is advancing key energy reforms and renewable energy initiatives aimed at lowering electricity tariffs and improving energy security nationwide.
In energy, we progressed renewable energy initiatives that will reduce electricity costs and increase energy security, including Tina Hydro project. Work is ongoing in reviewing the Electricity Act, and the review of the non-fuel tariff component for the next 3 years has just been concluded. Solomon Power, as a state-owned enterprise, must follow the government policy. There is no way around this. Our people deserve better.
He said the energy sector needs to be open to other independent power producers, adding that this is one of the key targets of the ongoing reforms.
The high electricity cost makes doing business in Solomon Islands very expensive. We will address this, and we are committed to push to bring the price of electricity down. The energy sector needs to be opened to other independent power producers as well. This is what the ongoing reforms is also targeting.
The Solomon Islands Women in Maritime Association, in partnership with stakeholders, completed a two-day workshop aimed at advocating for a safer and conducive workplace for women working in the maritime industry, with the theme charting a safer and inclusive course, empowering women in maritime through visibility, safety, and policy change. The workshop highlighted gaps in protection, safety and well-being at sea and the absence of reporting systems. Alex Dadamu reports.
The Solomon Islands Women in Maritime Association, in partnership with stakeholders, has completed a two-day workshop aimed at advocating for a safer and conducive workplace for women working in the maritime industry. The theme of the workshop is Charting a Safer and Inclusive Course, Empowering Women in Maritime Through Visibility, Safety and Policy Change. The workshop highlighted gaps in protection, safety and well-being at sea and the absence of reporting system for women working in the maritime industry.
We happy to much for attending this fellow workshop where him focus law women in maritime. And me represent him seafarers were a female. Me fanos takatumas at the moment the industry, and hem good Thomas for come learn them other issues where me face him the workplace, and that policies were him already in place and some changes where him need for make him lot of policies so that him make space for a safer workplace for female seafarers in the future. And because at the moment there is no reporting mechanism, so there are female seafarers that experience real issues on board, but because there is no proper mechanism for report and get the perpetrators for penalized and like that, so we happy to much for this workshop. We come for learning that there will be for sure such mechanisms where the maritime sector have to set them up or make a workplace for female seafarers safer. And we look forward for more females to join our maritime sector for gender balance.
Simon Wame from the Maritime College Engineering Department highlighted critical points when considering involving more women in the industry.
Going forward, I think trivial areas. One is investment. Yeah, you must encourage him now. You may invest in local necessary facilities for him cater for training of females. Okay, then another area now for you may sensitive issues below females. You may must address him, and you may must provide him scholarships. Quotas. Another areas now for actions for taken is access. Yeah, you must make him access him little bit more suitable or service, provide him special considerations for encouraging women through law things of some fair, equitable scholarship opportunities and fair and equitable sea time training opportunities. Through this workshop here, where women in maritime na host team, or call them Solomon Islands Women in Maritime Association. Yeah, one of a good opportunity where what issues here him raised and try for find them solutions or how to address them for going forward.
Meanwhile, the secretary for the Solomon Islands Maritime Transport Association, Ms. Caroline Laure, emphasized on the significance of the maritime and shipping industry, highlighting that now is the time to be more proactive.
Yeah, the maritime industry is a very important industry due to the fact that Solomon Islands is comprised of hundreds of islands which are separated by sea, and the majority of the population live in the rural area. So getting the private sector to do this work for the nation is a huge burden upon us, and it's about time that we change some of our management styles so that we become more proactive and more realistic in our approach. By using real data, real research data, we can convince the decision makers to invest more in the maritime industry.
Alex Dadamu for SIBC TV.
Save the Children Solomon Islands has launched the Good Tomorrow Community Together for Lookout in Pikinini project. The launching held yesterday in Honiara marks the start of the 4-year initiative aimed at creating safer communities, strengthening families and local ecosystems. Cheryl Berra has more on this story.
The newly launched Good Tomorrow Community Together for Lookout in Pikinini project aims to address the increasing levels of violence against children in the Solomon Islands. A recent report released by the Ministry of Women, Youth, Children and Family Affairs with support from UNICEF revealed that the economic cost of violence against children is 1.1 billion Solomon Islands dollars each year, equivalent to more than 9% of the country's GDP. With support from the Australian government, the project will be implemented based on evidence-based research to ensure effective action in addressing violence against children.
Country. So many people think child protection is a niche issue. It's a critical issue that is impacting the economy as well as the social system in the country. So this is the reason that we're taking up this program, and we're very grateful to the Australian High Commission for the support that they've given, as well as the partners that we're working with, especially the ministry. And through this program, we're using evidence. There's evidence out there that working together at the community level with families, communities, informal networks, as well as provincial and national networks, this is how we can address this problem. And this evidence has been used in a number of countries around the world, as well as here in the Solomon Islands in the past. And this is a chance for us to continue to do more in this space, learn more, and try to really make a dent in this violence against children for the future of this country. It is a very challenging area to work, but if this program goes as we have every intention of it going, together with the partners that we have, it's going to help parents and communities to understand non-violent ways of disciplining their children, helping to support their children, promoting positive relationships, and at the same time ensuring that we've got referral systems. So if a child is facing violence, that there are ways that they can get support.
Save the Children and its partners will work through both informal and formal coordination systems to ensure that support reaches communities through the project. They are currently exploring how best to integrate these formal and informal structures to fill gaps in addressing child violence.
With the project Save the Children, Bahim Save taken that the opportunity or the interventions on looking at what na Bahim Save Waka good for me, looking at the sustainability of how the informal structure can be integrated together with the informal structure side law referral especially. Given that this is a project Bahim Waka law Western Province and also law Choizo, so by project team in the coming months by also doing the similar kickoff as well at provincial level, and also by team project teams are also doing community consultations, helping community for really understanding what the interventions are, how na by offer really benefit out of the solo project as well.
Cheryl Berra for SIBC TV.
And now the latest in sports with Crofton Otukana.
The Hooking for Health Program Manager Jill Jemming has described the International World Youth Hockey Fives Girls Development Festival currently underway in Honiara as a unique opportunity for girls in the Oceania region. Jemming told SIBC Sports in an interview that this is the first time the festival has been hosted in Oceania region.
Yes, this is quite a unique opportunity. It's funded by the International Hockey Federation, but through the Olympic Solidarity. And normally camps are like this, talent camps are run in Europe, but this is the first time that it's been offered to Oceania. So we've gone a little bit different to other continents, and we decided, because our strategy is about providing more opportunities for girls and women, and particularly safeguarding and making sure that they have safe equipment, safe transport, but it's also about enjoyment and having fun when they're involved in sport. So we decided we would make it as a girls and women's only camp.
She added that 2 international coaches are part of the program, assisting Oceania coaches with coaching development.
We have 2 international coaches, Paulo from South Africa, who is an Olympian, played for South Africa and is now the national coach for Hong Kong. And Amy Ryan is from Hockey Australia, and she coaches the national under-16 girls team. She's also does a lot of work internationally around education and is a well sought after education coach. And so they are working with coaches, national coaches, and the idea is then the national coaches will watch what they're doing and take that information back and then share it with other coaches, but also with their athletes. And so I think so far it's been going really well. So they have 2 days where they have workshops and skills, and then Thursday, Friday, they are having a Hockey Fives competition, and the coaches from the Pacific Islands will be coaching the teams, and the 2 international coaches will help and mentor them and support them. And so this is quite a unique opportunity.
Meanwhile, SIBC Sports understands that the festival will conclude tomorrow. Crofton Utukana, SIBC TV.
And that's news. Follow us on sibconline.com.sb or our SIBC News YouTube channel and our SIBC News Facebook page for more of our latest stories. Thanks for watching.